Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish. I'm glad you're here. Welcome or welcome back to Wasteland 2 as we continue this next to last charity incentive. We visited the Rail Nomads camp last time and we covered most of this part of it. Did some side quests, saved a couple lives, followed a turtle, but we did not explore the actual central part of the village itself, so that's what we're going to do mostly today. And then down here, we have the Atchison camp, which we've not been to either. So we have two areas to explore. We're going to start with the center of the Topekan camp, though. Saved this guy last time. So let's see what we are all about. Oh, a trash heap to one side of the door is full of rat and pigeon bones, all very well picked clean. Looks like these people are surviving by eating vermin. You hate to see it. Oh, the sign reads, "No trespassing. Atchisons will be shot on sight." Okay, well, let's get started. Oh, as you walk in the door, the entire family turns from their bowls of glowing green mush to look at you. Then they resume eating, like the haggard, starving people they are. Oh, man. Not very, luxurious, is it? We got Nancy, Billy, James, and Little Joe. Soylent Green is people. Savory, delicious people. I don't want Soyland. I want pancakes. For who we are about to receive, Lord, we thank you. For who we are about to receive. Sorry, Ranger, we ain't got no extra for company, if and you had been invited. Yeah. That's okay. We probably don't want any. Oh, the gingham curtains in the window and the potted plants around the front steps give this car a homey feeling. Let's take a look. Oh, there we go. That's Elder Samuel Cole. The Rangers saved Ralphie from drowning. We did indeed. There's Ralphie. They're heroes. I'm going to make sure everybody hears about it.
Oh, Rangers, I heard what you did for my Ralphie. Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
I would give you gold if I had it, but all I have is this old apple. Well, I could give you my boy.
This is... You want to give us your son?
I know it sounds heartless, Rangers, but I can't feed him in this godforsaken place. With the train not running, nobody around here is making a living. Taking Ralphie would be a kindness to me and him. And he's awfully handy with a slingshot. He could help you.
Handy with a slingshot, you say?
What do you say? Will you take my Ralphie and make a ranger out of him?
He's just like, Mom, the Rangers wouldn't take someone like me. Quit embarrassing me. So, I don't think that I don't know that we're picking up any companions this time. But I guess it's up to y'all, because it was up to y'all last time when we picked up Christine and Metal Maniac and Mayor Pedros, of course, our final party. It was not all just our original starting squad. We added some other rangers along the way. So I'll let y'all decide as well. I didn't take Angela Death with us for a reason. And this is another chance to have a companion. So we can take Ralphie, or we can just stick with the four that we have. Ralphie is... I'm trying to remember what kind of character he is. And it's like... you know... He's okay, I guess. I don't think that he is the worst character in the game, but he also is not the best character in the game. He does use a slingshot, though. But we don't have to take it. I think for now, we might be able to come back and get him later, so for now.
Ah, well, I guess we'll both just starve then, but I understand. A ranger can't be a babysitter, too.
We're glad we could help, ma'am. We just hope Ralphie's
He's
okay.
my dear, sweet baby. But he sure eats a lot. Goodbye, Rangers.
Thanks for saving me, Rangers.
Thank you for saving my boy. He'll make a fine ranger someday.
Okay.
Goodbye, Rangers.
So that's that. But that's no harm done. Because... oh, Mrs. Parker's gonna be so happy.
Chopper 1 to base.
Oh.
Got Atchison sneaking along the western perimeter. Looks like they're up to no good.
10-4, Chopper 1. Hang back till I get you some reinforcements. Where exactly are you at?
Negative, Topeka base. Disregard. It was a couple of coyotes. False alarm.
Okay, Chopper 1. And, lay off those squeezins for a while, alright?
It's just like, bro, you confuse coyotes with the Atchisons. Oh, there's lace in the windows of this car, and a red light hangs above the doorway. Travelers, I can smell the loneliness of the empty wastes upon you. I have seen your coming and know why you're here. I did not, however, see that there would be so many of you. Will you take me in turn or ravish me all at once? Goodness gracious. I don't remember if she has a quest or anything. We can't talk to her. Oh, a magazine called Fredericks of Hollywood Catalog lies on a bedside table. Women in strange and revealing clothes pose on the cover. They all have enormous hairstyles. Yeah, you actually can't go through that. Oh, right, I forgot about this. Strange graffiti. It was stenciled rather than painted and looks like two hands worshipping a printed circuit. The words on the side of this car have almost wholly faded, with only the letters F, L, T still visible. A sign reading Archive has been hung next to the worn letters, along with an image of a bomb with book pages for fins. We'll come back to that in a second here.
Hey,
Rob.
Team Echo.
Look,
Welcome
it's
to
some
Rails.
Rangers. Do you know them?
Yep, so there's Robert. That's the guy who tried to sell us, like, shitty weapons. And we talked him into not doing that and just going home.
Thanks for convincing Rob to come find me. We can make it if we stick together.
Hey there, Echo. Glad you made it out to see us. I gotta thank you again for convincing me to find Katie.
These are the Rangers that brought you around? Wow, it's great to meet you. Rob's doing so much better here with me.
Katie, they don't actually know about my little problem.
Problem, you say?
Really? Oh, sorry, Rob.
You mean aside from lying to Ranger Command?
Yeah. I wasn't totally honest with you, Echo. I've been nursing a circuit habit for about 5 years now. Fuck, I was high when I was enlisted. Since I got back here, Katie's been keeping me steady. Haven't had a puff since I arrived. Funny thing is, this is where they make the shit. But with my sis helping me out, I think I can beat it.
And you'll stop spending all our scrap trying to kill yourself.
That's true. The fucking drugs were the cause of all my money problems. When Katie tried to help, she...
Don't say his name.
Sorry.
Whose name?
It ain't exactly my finest hour, but... Well, Katie tried to borrow some money to keep me going. But she borrowed it from the wrong guy. Turned out to be a slaver by the name of Pitbull. When Katie couldn't pay up, he tried to take her as property. She got away, but just barely.
Oh, remember Pitbull? Over there by the Red Scorpion militia at the old fort, the old prison?
One of them Red Scorpion motherfuckers. And worse than most of that bad lot. A fucking sociopath, killing and raping and slaving all around the prison area.
Ooh, what about that prison?
That's Red Scorpion HQ. I think the Rangers used to work out of there, but that was before my time. I'd stay away if I were you.
What about the Red Scorpions?
Maybe it's just my time with the Rangers, but those guys seem like some serious assholes. They think they're lawmen like Vargas's outfit, but they're really just mercenaries and warlords. And mean ones at that.
Ooh. And of course, we've heard about Circat, you may remember.
It's a drug the junkies here make from smashed up scorpions. Feels like riding on a cloud till it reminds you that scorpions got some serious venom. Problem is, you get one taste, and you want it for life. I was weak and selfish. I let it take over my life. And Katie's.
Thanks again, Echo.
Yeah, seriously. We owe you big time.
Hey. Did a good deed. Ah, and remember, Pitbull was not there when we visited the Red Scorpions HQ. So here he is now. This is the biggest, ugliest, dumbest looking redneck you have ever seen. And to add to his magnificence, it looks like he's drawn penises all over his Red Scorpion militia uniform. He also has what appears to be a robotic right arm and an enormous gun.
Time to go, bitch. Don't bother packing no clothes. Slaves don't wear nothing but chains. Rangers, what are you pussies doing sniffing around my property? And your brother's here too. What the fuck is that, bitch? Having an intervention?
Is it property?
This bitch couldn't pay her debts, so now she's mine. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, we do.
Then I got a problem with you. Here comes the money shot.
Oh.
No!
Oh, uh-oh. Right, I forgot he gets to, go first. Wait a second. Have to set this up correctly. You don't want that to happen. Negates everything that we were trying to do. Hello? There we go. Somebody's getting caught on geometry.
Hey, Rob.
Team Echo.
Look,
Welcome
it's
to
some
Rails.
rangers. Do you know them?
Hey there, Echo.
These real
Right.
and
Sorry. It's a drug the junkies here make from smash. It ain't
Uh-huh.
exactly one of them Red Scorpion. Maybe it's just my time. That's Red Scorpion H.
thanks again, Echo.
Yeah.
And your brother's here too.
Okay.
Got infected after some bitch bit me. Had to cut it off. Then this doc from the Mad Monk said she could give me a new one. I didn't let her touch my dick, though. The love hammer's already a machine, baby.
Lord.
This bitch couldn't pay her. Then
Okay,
I gotta-
now.
Here comes the money shot.
There we go. Just have to make sure that, if he spawns kind of in the middle of you, you can cover for them. This'll only take a moment. Let's see here. Nice. Scratched his armor. Such as it is. Okay, now let's avoid friendly fire as much as we can here. And we should have enough to shoot twice. So let's go for the precision just in case. Oh, actually, okay, so it may be better just to shoot him. Yeah. Oh, really? A weapon jam? What in the world? Wow, okay, well, doesn't matter. It's Ira's turn, which means that this fight is over. Goodbye. There we go. Ooh, some steel plate armor. And a Bren. Ooh, and a toy lightsaber. A singing bass. Scrap. And ammo. Nice.
Hey, Echo. Thank you so much. Katie and I would both be dead without you.
Thank you, Rangers. My brother and I are going to look after each other from here on out.
Well, there we go. Filthy jacket. Extra large pack. What's in here? Stitched pants with cup. There, so we got to get rid of Pitbull as well. You love it. Love to see it. Okay, now let's see here. We've got the utility pack that he's got. Right, she's got the bedroll pack. He's got, okay, that's the extra large. Makes sense. I wasn't sure if cosmetically maybe we wanted to put that on anybody. Let's strip this for parts. There we go, and that will be worth more than we would otherwise have sold it for if we take it back to Ranger Citadel. Let's see, we are wearing 5 armor with minus 0.4 combat speed. This is already worse. So in here, a library which is filled with random books collected by locals. Who knows? You might find something useful here. But first... Ooh. Looks like the librarian was the victim of an impromptu nephrectomy. The patch on his shirt says, Yegor. Go. Wylard, the Hermit and his Serenity. I see a list of library visitors. You need you read a few of the names. Deja V, Ki-O, Faster, Vri, and Yaj. Ah, we love that sound. Skim the bookshelf looking for anything interesting. One catches your eye. Hamsters 220 fighting the machine. Anton Zero's The Old Swings and Naked Moose. Let's see, this one is Soldovsky BB's The Tale of Crazy Engineer. Zhenya Aripov's The Real Life for Dummies, or How I Learned to Stop Being Scared to Alienate the Computer. But we actually did find something over here. Check it out. You also spot the actually useful Dawn for the Midnight Bomber hidden on a bottom shelf. Very nice. I think that's it. So let's see here. we have... I know we had already picked up, yes, anger management for angry managers. Now, if I remember correctly, let me double check. That's the basic trauma kit. Might have to use it through his inventory. Okay, that one might not. I was thinking that was a skill book, but it might not actually do anything. This one, though, Dawn for the Midnight Barmer. Here we go. See, this is a skill book, +1 to demolitions. Based on true events bestseller by Police Captain Benjamin Edlin, this has just enough useful information to help teach you how to better handle yourself around explosives. Yeah, baby, yeah. Now, of course, her demolitions is already maxed out at rank 10. So, you know, nobody else really even has demolitions. So we'll probably sell that. Okay, that is all of this central area. Katie's house. Train yard down, so we need to go over here. Down this way. Man, that wind effect just makes it look so desolate. Just all that dust out there blowing around. Really makes it, you know, like it drives home that word, wasteland. Makes it really feel like that. It's so awesome to be able to, like, visually see stuff like on this level that we couldn't see in Wasteland 1. Even though Wasteland 1 really holds up, you know, considering how much you could see and that it was all pixelated. So here we go. This is the bar, if I remember correctly. Yes, here we go.
Rangering is thirsty work, isn't it?
Clearly the local bar and place where homemade alcohol can be purchased. A grizzled old man sits behind the counter and smiles at you with 2 teeth in his head. Some Topekans. Another one. There's Samuel.
Hey, Gorkinovich, one more for the road.
That's who we want to talk to, I believe.
Rangers? I don't know nothing about it.
What it don't you know about?
Any it. I don't know anything, honest. You can ask anyone. I just peddle booze.
What kind?
I'm a traveling snake squeezing salesman. I buy wholesale from Gorkinovich here and sell all around the wastelands. High Pool, Ag Center, even Ranger Citadel.
Well, did you know a ranger named Ace?
Who? No, never heard of him. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ace's logbook says he traveled with a boring man who sold snake squeezing. Sounds a lot like you. But we'll actually get more XP if we do one of these. So, have you heard what we do to liars? Man.
Alright, please don't hurt me, Rangers. Yes, I traveled with Ace. It's always nice to have a ranger for company on the road. Keeps the bad guys away, but not this time. Something was hunting him, and it attacked him our second night out of Rail Nomad. Killed him, the poor guy. Oh, I almost forgot. I grabbed his logbook before I went looking for help.
And where exactly did you find it?
I found it in that thing's shoulder pack, and I took it. But I was gonna give it back the next time I came around to Ranger Citadel. Honest. Here, take it. I don't want it.
How was he killed?
It was a terrible fight. That thing tore into Ace like a ripsaw. I fired a few shots at it, but it didn't pay any attention. It just kept hacking at Ace with these knives that came out of its body. Then when Ace wasn't moving anymore, it stole his pack and his case and started to crawl off with them. Well, it couldn't walk, could it? Ace shot one of its legs off. Didn't get far neither. After a while, all the oil bled out of it, and it just lay there. Then the lights went out of its eyes, and it was gone. I don't know what it was. It was horrible. It looked like a man, but it was made of plastic. And its eyes. I still see them when I sleep.
Okay, so now we know a little bit more about what happened to Ace. What about Hellraiser?
He's another ranger, right? Ace talked about him a couple of times. Said they were on the same trail, only coming at it from different angles. No idea what he meant by that. Thank you for not hitting me, Rangers. Hey, Gorkinovich, one more for the road.
Isn't it?
This guy. Paunchy, red-faced, and ferociously bearded, the bartender looks like an old overgrown dwarf from some pulp fantasy novel, except for the little black cap with the red star that he wears perched on top of his mop of gray hair.
Welcome, Rangers, to the finest bar in Topekan territory. I'm always happy to squeeze libations for the storied and heroic paladins of the desert. We are proud to pour the finest squeezins known to man. And for Rangers, at the finest price known to man.
Oh, man. Oh, so he likes the Rangers, huh?
Always welcome in my establishment, provided they don't get no thirst for killing.
Oh, and how do you feel about being a Topekan?
Folks say Rail Nomads is divided between the Topekans and the Atchisons, but it ain't so. The Topekans run the trains and started the town. The Atchisons just work here.
That's an interesting take.
Used to be good customers till Kekabar kicked them out of the camp. Now, Casey James and the rest of them are so mad at us it's best to shoot them before they get too close, liable to blow themselves up elsewise. They got a camp on the outside of ours. Pathetic. Surprised it don't dry up and blow away, and them with it.
So, the trains don't seem to be running, though, we have noticed.
Don't I know it? I could triple my squeeze in sales if I could establish regular trade with my far-off customers. Right now, all I got is Sammy Haas, and he makes his rounds on foot. It's all that goddamn Casey James's fault.
And of course, that's the Sam that we just spoke to.
He's around here somewhere. Ah, there he is, down the end of the bar.
So what's standing in the way of trade?
We are. Until us Topekans stop fighting them Atchisons, we'll never get the train running. And that'll never happen because Kekabar and old Casey James are too stubborn to compromise. They both blame each other for the wreck, and they both claim the golden spike is theirs by right.
Alright, so now we're starting to find out what this story actually is. So what wreck?
Happened a few years back. Kekabar was driving the train, and it crashed. Cost him his arm. He blamed the Atchisons for not maintaining the rails. They blamed us for not maintaining the brakes. That's why they stole the brake shoe too.
They stole the brake shoe.
It's the thing that makes the train stop. The Atchisons took it from us. They said they wouldn't let us run the trains unless we took better care of them.
And so Kekaba lost his arm.
You didn't know? Yep. He's only got the left one now. Or was it the right? Either way, he's tougher with one than you are with two.
Ira just looks into the camera like he's on The Office. What about this golden spike?
The golden spike is the honor of our tribe, given to us by John Henry himself, no matter what the Atchisons say. If we was to lose that, we wouldn't be Topekans no more.
And so Casey James is the leader of the Atchisons. Kekaba's the leader of the Topekans.
He was a good man once for an Atchison. But even then, he was stubborn. Now that Kekabar's kicked him out, he's gone from stubborn to murderous. He was our leader and one tough hombre. Helps keep those local jerks in line. I just wish he'd ease up a little on these Atchisons. Not that they ain't evil, murdering bastards. But this war is hell on trade.
Spoken like a true merchant. But what about these jerks, though?
All the hobos and junkies and rail thieves that live around here, always busting things up and not worth the spit it takes to curse them.
And we met some of the junkies.
No use for those losers. They don't drink squeezins. They just snort circuit. Disgusting. They make it out of ground up scorpions. Poison, if you ask me.
Alright, and the hobos.
They're my best customers. Until they're my worst.
Fair enough. Now we keep hearing about the rail thieves as well, which are an unaffiliated third group.
Train robbers. Gosh, now that the trains ain't running, they're just robbers. Gotta hide out somewhere between us and the Atchison camp. It's them where he should be fighting, not the Atchisons, if you want my opinion.
Indeed.
To be honest, you already seem tough as nails, but if that's what you want, you came to the right place. Buy all you'll need. It's always on sale. How many bottles would you like?
And there it is, snake squeezins. When you absolutely don't want to remember the rest of the day, nothing gets the job done like snake squeezins, except no substitutes.
Come back again.
Okay, so we got the information about Ace.
One more for the road.
Alright, let's see where that go. Ace's logbook. Standard issue Ranger's logbook. Got that taken care of. Sign out front of this rail car says Holidays Armageddon Emporium, explosive bargains. On either side of the door, 2 ancient security cameras track your every move. This is the scariest general store you've ever seen. Explosive booby traps are strung throughout the merchandise, and multiple sets of wires lead to behind a concrete wall with a thick bulletproof glass window. From behind the window, a very twitchy-looking man looks at you expectantly. Yeah, look at this. This barrel's rigged with enough explosives to carve a mountain that you don't even have the option to disable it. You can just punch it for some reason. See? All of these, man. But that's okay. It's not why we're here. Oh, this man has a part in his neatly cut hair that is as straight as a ruler. His buckskins and boots are spotlessly clean, and sweat is dripping down his closely shaved cheeks. He looks about 1 second from exploding. You here to trade? Oh, what are you selling? Sorry, shelves are a little empty today. Damn rail thieves jumped my supplier and made off with 3 big crates. I'll have the last laugh, though. Kickabah said he'd pay them ne'er-do-wells back, basically. Okay, let's see. We got some rockets, carbine. Oh, there's a makeshift cleaver made out of a road sign. Very cool. Laser pistol. Markov, a scorpion. I don't think that he has anything we need at the moment. Yeah, I think that we're good. Because I know that everybody's got at least an M4, and I know that the G43W is not as good as what she's using. So the rail thieves stole your supplies. There we go. See, it was down here for some reason. Pay them a visit as soon as he deals with the Atchisons. Of course, that may take a while, so... But the rail thieves stole your supplies. I'll say they did. Bastards, they're like roaches. For every one you kill, 3 more come out of the shadows. Bigger threat than the Atchisons, if you ask me. Why, if someone was to kill a few of them and recover my shipment, I might be so grateful I'd give them a discount. You don't say. On some of my goods. The Atchisons, he thinks sore losers turn murderers. They get what they deserve. Kekaba says, Holiday says, Kekka was our chief, an honorable man and a great leader. With the power of the golden spike to guide him, he's sure to get the train running again. I know it. I'm really proud of that train. Of course, if the train was running again, I could double my selection and lower my prices. Business would go through the roof. I wish Kekka would just finish off Casey James and be done with it. It's the leader of the Atchisons and a terrorist, plain and simple. Booby traps everything with bombs. Can you believe it? Dinah just not making eye contact. What about this golden spike? A Topekan totem, because gold is the point. With it to guide us to riches and the train to take us there will be unstoppable. We Topekans are rail riders and honest traders. We built the train and we keep it running. At least we did until those Atchisons stole our brake shoe. You don't know much about trains, do you? The brake shoe's what stops the train. I don't know why Kekka doesn't just kill Casey James and take it back. So we can get more inventory and a discount if we can break up this war with the Atchisons and do away with some of these rail thieves. The picture is probably beginning to become very clear of like what we need to do. Ah, doors of this rail car are nearly rusted shut. Doesn't look like anyone's gone in it for a long time. It's okay, Ira can move them. Ooh, in the far corner, weapons are piled nearly to the ceiling. Not all of them are in great shape, but surely there's something that you can salvage. Alright, Skull's gonna open the safe for us. We'll see what we find in there. Ooh, look at this. Hey. Another one of those. Some ammo, sniper ammo, and another Bren. Ooh. And we got a sabot. And a grenade. Very nice. Ooh, this is trapped, of course. That's alright, Dinah's got it. That is 45 cal. Okay, let's see here. That. So he's got... Right, the camera's +1 outdoorsman. This is +2 leadership. Now, I actually don't know. Is her leadership actually maxed out? Yeah, it's 10. So honestly, this is probably better. It slows her down a little bit, but it increases her max water carry and her carry weight. There we go. It took a second for it to go up. I think that's it. Other than we want to take this apart. Ooh, even Ira's carrying a little too much now. All these sabots. Well, it's the steel plate armor as well. Sell some of this junk back over here to Holiday, actually, and get rid of it. There's no reason to hang on to all of it when it is, in fact, just junk. Alright. Let's sell this. Oop. Got him the hatchet. He's got a bunch of pot bombs. Let's see. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that or that, as far as I know. The railroad spikes I was hanging on to because I was thinking if you brought them to Rail Nomads that actually they sold for more to somebody, but I don't think that that's the case. I think I was mistaken. Okay, is there anything else we need to sell? Doesn't look like it. Alright, and along the way... Ooh, weird, the wind picked up again as you approached the car, just like it did before. How the person outside said it's always best not to mess with powers you don't understand. Leave well enough alone, that's what I always say. This car is filled with empty bottles. In the corner you see the remnants of a bed that's crumbled to dust. You kick empty squeezins bottles out of the way as you approach the bed. You get a whiff of death, but it's death long faded in this dry and dusty place. Interesting, right? Makes it seem like it's probably haunted. We ain't afraid of no ghost. Ooh, a high capacity mag. Nice. Oh, did you go in there? Oh no, we don't go in there. Not since. Not since what? Okay, let's see. Minus 4% chance to jam, which is actually, what is her? She's got 0% chance to jam. How did she get a weapon jam a minute ago? Oh, wait. Okay, she does have a 1% chance to jam. I was looking at the wrong person's gun. Fair enough. Okay, can't attach it to that. This already has a high capacity mag on it. So... this does not. That might be the place to put it then. There you go. Don't need that. And then we will attach this here. There we go. Symbols must mean something, but what? Means it's haunted. There's haints everywhere. Let's double check here. We are. There we go. Okay. Went there. Have not gone there. That's the house. That's the other house. Engineer's house. The arcade. Okay. Sign taped to the door of this car reads, "Do not disturb, I'm working, damn it." Oh, this room's quite cluttered with books and papers indicating some kind of research. There appears to be a dead man in the corner. It looks like he committed suicide by slicing his wrists. The note reads, "I must be close. There's so much written about the Verkiten armor that it has to be real." Oh, you remember the chitin armor from Wasteland 1. Oh, and the note reads, Wadpre Rashi Karna Das. The angel who guards the training thing. Oh, well, hey, maybe. That could be it. The rad angel. So let's see. Can't remember. I feel like there's something else here. Well, if there was, we would find it. You might have heard earlier on the radio there was mention of the Verkiten armor. So, Coffin Guy. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. It's like, take care of yourselves, goddammit. Okay, tables full of tools and train parts fill the yard of this train car. Whoever lives here loves his work. A few tattered old train magazines are spread out on a table made from a half-rotten cable spool. A few model railroad parts are hoarded on a rickety bookcase. There's a foul-smelling cot pushed into the far corner of the room. Story of John Henry, Part 2. Simple container used to store supplies. Medic pack. Of course, there's a trap. Dinah's got it. Ooh, nice. We got a pipe bomb. Okay, monocle, grip tape, energy cells, 38 cal. And let's see this. Engineer's note. Right, so who's our mechanical engineer? The note reads, swing, gun, dig. I actually don't remember what that's a clue to. I think it's about the location of something, but over here we've got here's where we need to go next. So, you may recall from the last stream that I said I saw this place, and then it's like, well, we need to go back to somewhere because I had forgotten something. So, we had to go back for this. The Watari cartridge, extraterrestrial. So, remember we found that cache out in the middle of the desert that had like a bazillion of these in it. Which, of course, is a funny reference to that thing about them, you know, it's supposed to be the worst video game of all time, and they buried all of them in a landfill. So we forgot to take one of those. Oh, yes, there was a swing down there. You're right. That might be it. Yeah, y'all can help me remember some of this stuff. But anyway, so this guy is a video game enthusiast. Quarex. A weedy young man with thick glasses and various old 8-bit game cartridges and controllers hung around his neck as totems. He has Pac-Man tattooed on his forehead just under his shaggy blonde hair and sports a neatly trimmed mustacheless goatee.
Greetings, Rangers. Welcome to the Quarex Arcade, where we have all the latest coin-op games. To what do I owe this pleasure?
We'd like to ask you some questions.
Sure, go ahead. Ask me anything. I can tell you all about my games if you want. I'm especially proud of my prized possession in the case behind me.
Yeah, some of them, because there's like a very limited library of portraits, and I think that was a budgetary consideration probably because of this being a Kickstarter game, so they could only afford to put so much art in here, but you can type as much as you want. Words are way cheaper than art. You know, let's say a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So what is your prized possession?
That's my super scope. You aim it at the TV screen and fire just like a gun, except without all the actual killing and violence. When I found it, it was pretty badly messed up, but I nursed it back to health little by little. I even made a couple improvements. I love that thing more than I love most people. Now I just have to track down some games I can use it with.
So, we'd rather ask you about Rail Nomad than the games.
Oh. Well, okay, I don't pay much attention to that Atchison's and Topekans stuff, though. Trains don't interest me. I just mostly play games.
Trains don't interest me. So what do you think of the train, then?
Everybody wants the trains to run again, but I don't know. I'd have to move my arcade.
Okay, so how do you feel about us, then? He seemed excited to see us.
You guys are the best. Always helping people.
Aw, we try.
They live in the other camp. I don't know much about them, except I've been told not to like them. They stole our golden spike or something.
I love how he's just so uninvested. So what about this golden spike?
That's the Topekan's totem. It's in a display case in the town hall. I think it would have made a great bayonet. Topekans, get it? P? Oh, don't tell Master Kekaba I made that joke, okay?
Lord. This fucking guy. Oh my goodness.
He's our end boss. Hangs out with his mini-bosses at the town hall. I'm afraid of him, but he doesn't even bother me. I don't think he's ever come in here. Did you know he's only got one arm?
Alright, so do you need some help with anything? Do you have a side quest for us, perhaps?
Not much you can do, unless you want to help fill out my game collection. I have all the old game systems, except a CDI machine. Those are sure tough to find. They must not have sold more than 50 of them.
Dang. What's so great about a CDI?
Ooh, it had 1 megabyte of RAM. What does one do with all that memory?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right, yeah, in Wasteland 3. I'm not seeing because I've never played that one, so we'll get to find out together. We found an ET cartridge, by the way.
What? There are some things you just don't joke about in life, my friend.
He's so excited. No joke, we really did find it.
You have found my holy grail. I'd give you my firstborn if I had one, but this will have to do instead.
Ta-da! We got 1,000 scrap and this clay wizard figurine in exchange for that ET cartridge. Now, I think you can only do that once, even though you can get, like, infinite ET cartridges from the landfill. So we have more if you want them.
Having more than one would just ruin the rarity of my collection. Besides, I'm running low on scrap. Hey, maybe you should bury them so nobody else can have one.
To artificially increase the rarity, see?
Come again, anytime.
So what has he got here? We got... this machine has the words Marble Madness. This machine... is that a warning? This machine has the word asteroids printed on it. On the screen, a little triangle is being smashed by poorly drawn circles. Oh, well, he's not looking. Yada-dee-da-do.
I even added a couple blinking lights. Just wish I had some games to play with it.
While the gun itself wouldn't be as useful as a weapon, the lens on the scope doesn't have a nick on it. It might serve as a modification to one of your firearms, although it seems doubtful that Quarix would be happy with you taking it. Yeah, this is the super scope. See? With its plastic polish to a fine sheen, this toy is obviously the most prized possession in Quarix's collection. A faded label along the side reads Super Scope. Yes, this case displays various small electronic machines and cartridges on black velvet. You read names: Atari, Nintendo, Sony, Game Boy, and others. This machine says Missile Command. Apparently the object of the game is to fill the screen with flashing yellow circles. Then on this side, don't think he has anything. Basically, what that whole side of the room is for is so that if he goes over there, you could theoretically break the cabinet with brute force and steal the super scope without him seeing you do it. We're not going to do that to him, though. Okay. That is about that. Okay, let me make sure that I'm turned north here. Okay, so we did all of this, everything but the meeting hall. Right, there's the houses. So we need to go to the dealer's house. That is the only one I think we have not been to. Which is right here, yeah. I don't believe we went in there last time. The drug circuit made of powdered scorpions gets its name from the ancient Egyptian scorpion god. Ooh, a rust-holed old rail car that looks near to collapse. Strange liquids leak from under the door, and everything smells strongly of chemicals and insect nests. As you advance into the room, rats scurry away from you through the trash and dust that litter this house. They won't last long when somebody finds out there's food here. Ugh. Goodness gracious. Awful. Is there anything else? Right, I think it's just this guy. Damn, so you are real. For a second, I thought you were just in my head. Like the rabbits. Please don't tell Kekaba I'm here. I'm just trying to make a living, you know. People gotta forget about life in the waste somehow. Besides, you rangers are some of my best customers. I'm sorry, you say your rangers are buying drugs from you? Rangers? Where? Shit, don't let them see me. Oh, wait, that's right. I'm invisible. Whew. Yeah, no, there's a fella named Boulder or Boating or something like that who's real fond of the circuit. Circuit. Wait, I know this one. It's yeah, it's my specialty. Mix 2 ounces of ground scorpion with some of my secret ingredient. You got yourself some circuit. It'll make you forget about all your troubles and maybe some other things too. I forget. Oh, what about Kekaba? Who's the hell is Kekaba? Oh, wait, you mean Kekaba? He's the scary son of a gun who runs this camp. He's only got one arm, but I've seen him chop a man's head clean off. You don't like our kind selling circuit to his clan, but it's easy scrap once you get him hooked. Who said I was selling anything? Oh, wait, that's right, I said it. Well, this batch ain't the best, don't get me wrong. It'll still give you a wicked high, but if I can get my hands on some radioactive shrooms, I can cook up some of the strong stuff. So that's what those are for. Mushrooms? Who told you about my mushrooms? Well, never mind. Don't really matter since you're just a part of my dream. Yeah, I got a patch growing over by the old train wreck. If I could figure out how the hell to get out of this pumpkin, I'd go pick some for my next batch of circuit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I don't know, and feel free to correct me if you are wrong. I don't think that there's any other use for the radioactive mushrooms. I don't believe. So we get a bunch of XP for it. Let's have a look here. Yeah, that's a fine batch right there. Thank you. You're the friendliest lizards I've ever met. Okay, now, that being said, you saw that our logbook was updated, of course. And let's see, resolved. Maybe down here. Here we go. Could be valuable to someone around Rail Nomads camp. We gave the mushrooms to the drug dealer. Thanked us for being such nice lizards, but it appears to be the only reward we're getting. Oh well. So I actually don't know if there is anything else you can do with those. So if you guys know differently, be sure to tell me. Because that way, we don't have to give them to him, we can give them to somebody else. But to the best of my knowledge, that's kind of it. Alright, now, let's see, that should be... I think that's all the optional stuff on this side. So we've got to run over here. Now it's time to finally head to the meeting hall. We keep hearing about this Kekaba guy. We've got to go see him. Do. Past the bar. Around this way. Do. Oh, actually, you know what? You mentioned there being a swing over here. Let's see, and that is by... Dang it, where is that? That's Junkie Camp, Radio Tower, No Man's Land... I think it's like right there, isn't it? Yes. Before we get too far away, let me do this. There we go. Okay. So we knock this down, of course. There's no room for fun in the Wasteland. It said swing, gun, dig. Wanted to come over here since you suggested that and see if maybe we missed something. Now that, like, reading the notes has given us that clue, perhaps. But I don't think so. I mean, that is the swing, of course, but I don't know if there's anything else to be done. So that way, that's why I did this, is so that way if nothing came of it, we can just load it and go back. Okay. I'll head back this way then instead.
John Henry said to his captain, "A man ain't nothing but a man. And before I let that steel drill beat me down, I'll die with the hammer in my hand. Lord, Lord, I'll die with the hammer in my hand." John Henry was a driving on the mountain, and his head was a flashing fire. And the last words I heard that poor boy say, "Give me cool drink of water before I die. Lord, Lord, give me cool drink of water before I die."
This is broadcast like all the time here, I think, because they worship John Henry like that's the god of the rails, right? Okay, so here we go. This meeting hall is massive, big enough to hold several train engines. Made of concrete and supported by a metal skeleton, it smells of smoke and sweat. The wind beats against the walls, causing the metal to creak quietly as dust and sunlight pour in through tiny cracks and holes in the roof. There are an unusual number of one-armed men here. I would think that, like, generally speaking, more than one is probably an unusual number. Just because, like, you don't get those just hanging out in big groups. Also, notice that we don't, like, actually see them.
Choppers, keep an eye on the golden spike. Don't let anyone near it. Ah, Rangers, good to see you.
So here's Kekaba, the man himself. And that's what these are. These are the choppers. With their one arms. Their single arms. There's the golden spike. Sits in the display case. So, as you can probably guess by now, there's a bunch of different ways to go about the Rail Nomads quest, including... Okay, just a bit of loot. Okay, that's fine. Well, hang on to that, though, because I do want to figure it out since it's something that I don't know. So we'll get back to that in just a second. Thank you, because I just saw your message. Anyway. So, the idea here is you want somehow to resolve this feud between the Atchisons and the Topekans. There are several ways to do it. Of course, you can do it so that one or the other comes out on top. It is much harder, but if you have the skills and you do things correctly, you can make peace between them, which is what we're going to try and do. There's several ways to accomplish this, including it is possible to sneak in through, like, the back over here, and you can actually steal the golden spike and use it as a bargaining chip to force peace. And I think there's another way you can do it that's sort of like, there's a glitch in the game with one of the dialogue options or something that lets you do something. I don't know. So anyway, that's where all this takes place. A flinty-eyed older man in a Native American war bonnet and fringed jacket. The left sleeve of the jacket is empty and pinned up. The lack of a left arm has not diminished his presence, however. Indeed, it seems to have given him an extra helping of gravitas, which he wasn't exactly lacking to begin with.
Welcome. My people have told me how you saved the Parker boy from drowning. It is an honor to speak to such brave heroes. How can I help you?
Well, how is Ralphie?
His mother wishes to thank you. If you haven't already gone to see her, please do.
Good. Oh, we also met a Topekan on the path here. Had been badly hurt by a bomb, but we got him stabilized and on his feet.
It was the Atchisons, wasn't it? Their bombs have been killing and maiming us by the dozens. That we once considered them brothers is unthinkable. They claim we've stolen their precious golden spike. It was never theirs to begin with. Our conflicts with them will not end until each and every Atchison hangs.
Dang. He's into it.
I'll have one of my choppers assist the poor man.
Yay! We got XP for being nice to people. Also, yeah, there is a drug lab in one of the abandoned rail cars on the edge of town.
Thank you, Rangers. But we'll take care of this on our own. Choppers, we have a drug dealer in one of the abandoned rail cars. You know what to do.
Indeed. So tell us about these choppers.
They are my personal guard. Men so loyal that they severed their left arms when I lost mine in the great train wreck.
They cut off their arms?
Yes. To honor me and the arm I lost in the wreck. Do not think it makes them less dangerous. They can still kick your asses.
I love that line. He's just like, they can still kick your asses. What about this wreck?
The Atchison's greatest sabotage. They smashed the ties, and our train derailed. I was driving that train and lost my arm in the wreck. Now I can never drive again. I will never forgive the Atchisons for that.
Dang. So why can't we drive the train?
It's impossible. Even the strongest man needs 2 arms to drive a train.
Indeed. That's fair. Okay, so... let's see. Tell us, what do you think of the Atchisons?
They do not fight with honor. They
Don't know what that sound
sabotage
was.
and plant bombs like cowards and weaklings. It is only because I continue to hope for peace that I have not killed them all. Instead, I make examples of their worst offenders, in hopes the rest will learn.
Ooh, would you let us negotiate a peace?
I told you before, our private affairs are not your concern. Besides, I doubt it's possible.
Well, at least tell us your side of the story.
I am very tired of telling it, but if I must. Once, the Atchisons and the Topekans worked together in harmony. But then Casey James became angry with us because he believed the Golden Spike was Atchison property, and that we'd stolen it from them and grown wealthy because of it. He told his people to sabotage the rails, causing our first train to wreck. We have been at war ever since.
Dang. Well, so tell us about the Topekans.
We are a peaceful people, honest traders who once crossed the wastes like gods upon our iron horse. And we will again, as soon as we have taken back from the Atchisons what is rightfully ours.
Okay, and Casey James, of course, is the leader of the Atchisons.
The leader of the Atchisons.
Right.
Once we were friends. We worked side by side. He to maintain the rails, I to maintain the trains. Now he is my enemy, and uses the weapons of a coward. A quick death is too good for him.
They're obviously really mad about this, right? So, are you sure the Atchisons caused the train to wreck?
Of course I am. I was driving that train personally, and it was not I who wrecked it. And the Atchisons didn't stop there. Now they've stolen essential parts from our second train, and we can no longer travel or trade. They have stolen our livelihood. Until the brake shoe is returned, we are at war.
Dang. Okay, so the brake shoe, we've heard about this.
No. We will get it back on our own. We do not require outside assistance.
Right, of course. So did you steal the
How could I steal it
golden
when
spike?
It was ours to begin with. And besides, the golden spike is all our property, Topekans and Atchisons alike. We don't keep it in our town hall because we want to keep it out of Atchison hands. We keep it here because the hall is secure, unlike their impoverished little camp.
Now that does sound kind of like, common sense.
The display case is locked, and my choppers are on guard at all times, and will attack anyone who attempts to take it.
So that's kind of like a roundabout way of saying it is possible to steal it.
Once we worked hand in hand with the Atchisons. We tended the trains, they tended the rails. It grieves me that we fight, and we have tried to make peace since then, but they continue their aggressions, stealing essential parts, planting bombs, and so the feud continues.
Do they still tend the rails?
They do not. Another reason I still try to make peace with them. We haven't the skill to fix the rails, and it will take time to learn. We keep hoping the Atchisons will stop their atrocities and return to the bargaining table so that we can work together again. but it doesn't seem to matter how many of them I hang. They still won't see sense.
What a line. And that right there encapsulates basically, it seems like, all war and conflict, no matter how many of them I hang, they won't make peace. What about this golden spike? Why is it so important?
The sacred golden spike was given to our forefathers before the apocalypse by the hammer god John Henry, and is a symbol of our right to rule all the Rail tribes. It is our most sacred relic. The Atchisons believe it is theirs alone, but they are liars and shall never have it.
Ooh, John Henry, tell us more about him.
The first of our tribe, and the greatest. A fighter of robots and a driver of steel, who laid all the rails you have ever seen, and died with his hammer in his hand. Lord, Lord.
Like the song. Now, we've heard about these rail thieves, too.
They don't rob trains. They steal rails and sell them for scrap. Now they hover above us like buzzards, waiting for us and the Atchisons to kill each other so they can swoop in and scrap our train cars and our locomotives. Filthy scavengers.
I love that. So when they say rail thieves, it's not, they don't rob trains. They're literally stealing the rails. Okay, well, we're here to help.
Help with what? If you wish to help us with outside threats, then you are welcome. But we can handle our internal conflicts on our own, thank you. Stay out of it.
Oh, what outside threats have you got?
Our greatest threat at the moment is these rail thieves, who have set up a hideout somewhere near the Atchison camp, and who are ambushing anyone who dares travel the road between us. How are we supposed to conduct a war with our bitterest enemies when these bandits attack our war parties? It is a great inconvenience.
Would you like us to rid you of this inconvenience?
Now that is the true spirit of the Desert Rangers. Protecting the wastes from lawless scum, not telling law-abiding citizens how to solve their problems. Thank you, Rangers. I would welcome your help in this matter. Keep out of our business, Rangers.
I love that that's his goodbye. I would welcome your help in this matter. Now keep out of our business, Rangers. So we've met Kekaba. We've heard his side of the story. I think they do a pretty good job of painting him as like a troubled leader who thinks that he's doing what's right, and it seems like he genuinely does hope for peace, but he still is, like, in his own way, definitely making the war continue rather than helping it to stop for a number of reasons. Not handling it well. Okay, so you said there is a thing. It's not important, but it's loot. That's fine. So do we need to go back over there by the tire swing? Let's do that before we do anything else. Okay. I can't wait to find this out. Because there's a number of things in this game that are like references back to Wasteland 1. Like the Verkiten armor, which just doesn't exist. And there's the guy in there who cut his wrists and stuff about it. That was like, it's a Blade Runner reference, I think, on some level. And since I usually save Ag Center, I can tell you that if you have Rose, the only reason I know any of that really is because if you have Rose in your party and you go in there, she says something about it. Like she makes a comment on the scene about that guy, and I think about maybe the librarian too. Okay, so swing, what was it? It said swing, gun, dig. So what do we need to do? Is it like, do we need to dig where this landed? No? Okay. 'Cause I didn't think of that before. That's the first time I've ever thought of trying that specifically, but obviously it doesn't work. Okay, so what are we looking for? I'm excited. I'm about to learn something I didn't know about a game I love. Oh. I thought that was like a mushroom or something. I must have missed this one. Carabiner. It's not as good as what she's got, but we can strip it down. Okay, let's see. Northeast of the swing. So this way? No, this way. Near a trashed bike. And it does not show with perception. Oh, well, no wonder I've never found it. Interesting. Northeast of the swing near a trashed bike. That's the graveyard. Let's see, that's the car. How far northeast do we know? This is where the radioactive mushrooms are at. Okay, I don't see a bike. Let's see. Across the road from the tire swings, there's a pile where you can dig hidden by the slime. Okay, let's see. So northeast across the road. So if this is north, then that's northeast. Across the road over here. A pile where you can dig hidden slightly under the grass. Oh, wait a minute. Was that one that I just dug up? That was like right here? Because it was hidden. Like you could only see like the top part of it. That's why I said I thought it was like a mushroom or something. Black line in the grass. I don't know. This is the only trashed bike that I know of. So I'm guessing the way you're supposed to read that is across the road from the tire swings by the trapped bicycle. So this is the tire swing by the trapped bicycle, and then the pile is northeast across the road. Because, yeah, I don't see... That's the trapped bike for sure. Oh my god, was that it? Because I accidentally just moused over that. I thought it was like a mushroom or something, and I moused over it and it lit up, and I was surprised. I thought it was one that maybe we had found earlier, and somehow I had walked past it. Like I got distracted. And didn't dig it up or something. But maybe that was it. What's it supposed to have in it? Is it a gun? Because that's what we found, we found this sniper rifle and some ammo for it. It did say swing dig gun. A Bren. Okay, well that's not this. Oh, we need scopes, actually. Okay, I'll take care of that in a second. It's supposed to have a Bren in it. Okay, well then it wasn't that dig spot. Let's see here. Hidden slightly under the grass. Well, that's a good point too. Like it may just be a gun of a certain like tier or power level. So maybe like, because that's how they have all of the guns and armor are arranged into like tiers on the back end of the game, on the item tables and stuff. So you will have stuff of equivalent tiers where it's like, this is the tier 3 armor of this type, this is the tier 3 pistol, this is the tier 3, sniper rifle, and so on. And then sometimes they'll have multiple ones that are kind of close together with different special abilities. So it'll be like tier 3, tier 3A, 3B, 3C. So that could be what it is the Bren might be the heavy weapon equivalent of the carabiner sniper rifle. I keep wanting to say sniper rifle, which is incorrect, obviously. Okay, I bet that was it. That's... I'm going to assume that was it. Either way, that's really cool, because that is not something that I knew. If I have ever found that dig spot before, I do not remember it. But, if, you know, like just this time, I just thought it was a regular dig spot that I had missed. So it probably wouldn't stick in my brain either, but I'm going to guess that I hadn't found it. So thank you for pointing me to it. Either way, regardless of whether I have previously discovered it by accident or not, now I know what it is and why that's there and what that note means. So yay! Still learned something new. So see, here's one of the... Oop. Oh, right. This is just where you can do this. But we should. Just for the XP. There's no reason not to. Free experience points are free experience points. She's actually only got a 66% chance to successfully disarm this alarm, so you know it's serious business. See, failure. Because I am pretty sure... Well, now maybe not. Her lockpicking and safe cracking are maxed out, but her alarm disarming, okay, is actually only level 6. Yep, so we need to raise that because she can't even attempt like level 10 challenges yet. Come on, give it to us. Oof. That is very alarming. Yes, this door is extremely alarmed. It is highly alarmed. There we go. Hey, we got a critical success that time. Sick. And then we'll just pick this lock. There we go. See, we don't need to do anything with it or even go in there. The Rangers are here. There must be something up. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Is that... I think that was just that. I don't think that we might have unlocked this one, but we may not have disarmed the alarm on it. Or any traps. Okay, yeah. Let's do this one too. This is just free XP. There's a guy who comes along here and they, like... They patrol. But if you just don't let them see you... Because they only come... There we go. Yeah, he's going back the other way. Hey, nice. Doodly-doo. Skull's got it. There we go. Awesome. Look at all that free XP. So yeah, you can go in the back this way, and if you sneak in, you are able to steal the golden spike. This is also an option. This generator, of course, is giving power to stuff. Some kind of alarm rigged on the power controls. There's a 96% chance for this one, though, because this is the intended mode if you're going to do that, I think. There we go. And we got 3 energy cells, too.
Get down to that generator and see what's happening.
See, and they come back to turn it on. And right there, see, they saw us messing with it, but that's the idea, is you have like a limited amount of time where the idea is you turn it off, Kekaba sends someone to go check it out, and while they are distracted, you have a free hand to get up there and sneak inside. There's a lot of different ways to do Rail Nomads, which I appreciate. Like, you can just use violence and intimidation to go all the way through, of course. Yes, everything's legal as long as you don't get caught. That's not even a ranger law. That is, that's protagonist law. That's PC law, which overrides everything. We are protagonists. We are the main characters, so it's okay. The opposite of a welcome mat. This is a sign that says keep out. Okay, now. Trying to remember which way to go first. I think we want to go east first, because this is where the rail thieves are. Okay, yeah, that's the waste wolves, so. Oh, I found 2 mobile phones. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, this whole section kind of feels a little railroady, despite all of the, you know. Okay, let's see. That's got a scope. I know this has a scope. This doesn't. That does. Can't put a scope on those. And hers does. Okay, so we need 1 scope. Because it won't work on the... Oh yeah, I forgot about that, the clay wizard figurine. It reduces your armor by 5, it gets you +2 perception. Here we go. I'm not going to read this whole thing out loud, but this is part of their legend of John Henry. So you can check it out by pausing on YouTube if you would like. Okay, so let's see. I think I already saved, but better safe than sorry. That's what it's all about. Okay, no, I want the scope. Give me the scope. Yeah, normally the training comes earlier, Lord. Awful. Y'all are awful. I love it. Give me the scope. Give me the scope. Give me the scope. Boo, hiss. Ah, phooey. If we can get this scope, it's the last one that we will need until we find a better scope. Because there are like large scopes and other mods that we've not seen yet. There we go. That's very important because, see, that increases range. And the Meson cannon doesn't have a phenomenal range. So that +3 is really good. Okay, there we go. That's what we needed. Now I'm satisfied. Well, time for a fight. Boom, baby. Oh, wow, nice. That one got to go even though we ambushed them. What do you know? Well, let's finish this thing off. Nice. And let's see. Oh, it'll take 3 AP to... Oh, because she's... Right. Okay, well then, we will just do Overwatch, as they say. Alright. Yep, come on. All of you, group up. Here come the frogs. The horrible giant mutant frogs. Ugh. Perversions of nature. Okay, we need to move just a little bit so we're out of Dinah's way, so that she can do this. Incoming. Oh, look at that. We can do it twice. Oh, that's so satisfying because grenades were not that great in the first Wasteland, honestly. Oh, no! Where are you going, rat? Don't do that. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Well. Oh, yep, okay. Brains Oberon no longer benefits from Secret of Nim. Well, I didn't tell it to go over there, but... Are those close enough? Oh, they are. Heave-ho. Boop. Well, goodbye to Ratty. Sell all of this crap. Let me get back to town. Oh, nice. Got one of our pipe bombs back. Oh, I forgot about that. Sometimes the toads just randomly have pipe bombs. Like they just ate those and we're finding them. Transmorpher, sniper rifle ammo, that just about evens us out, actually. From what we spent in that fight. Okay, there's the rail thieves. Alright. So basically by coming this way, you have to fight those animals, but then you can come down and kind of get a jump on them. That's what I was thinking. I knew I came the right way. Yay! Hooray for remembering things. Oop. You don't say. Well. Okay. Oh, not that. Switch firing modes. Oh. You're right. Let's do that then. I don't want to do that. Go, perfect. I don't want them to get up to the landmines and trigger any. Oh, like that. Okay, well, that's fine. I was hoping to disarm all of them for bonus XP, but that's okay. There's still plenty. Minimal harm done. There's a lot of these, though. Just like down by the radio tower. See, look, we're still finding them. Wild. That's okay, though. All of that XP adds up. That's why she's way out in front. Just like all of the locks and things are the reasons why Skull's got a level and everybody else. Nice. Got a pipe bomb. Just a couple more. One more good fight like that, and Brains is going to level up. Ira's not far behind him, but it may not be in the same fight. We'll have to see. It's too far away. Okay. It's that. It's kind of the back entrance. Alright. So, there's the crossroads. Junkyard. Rail Thief Base. Let's let that guy go that way. Let him walk away a little bit there. Get into position. Oh, they saw us. That's okay. Strip them for scrap, rail thieves. Something like that. Every time Ira gets hit, I picture him just like taking it full on and just like, is that all you've got? Like, bro. Like this guy just breaks his sword on Ira's face. Nice. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Doctor. Get in there. Oh no, says Ira. Still not? Okay. It's fine. We'll go this way. I mean, Ira doesn't need this, you know, anybody's help, really. We'll just kind of... boom. See, okay, side is still blocked. Let's get over here then. Can we see him now? No, huh, weird. Well, I like running from, you know, like one bit of cover to the next. Feels very tactical. Goodbye. There we go. Yep, that's leveled everybody except for Ira. Boom. Medic pack, that'll replace the one you just used. Makeshift cleaver. Okay, just leaves this one was too far away. Ooh, nice. Suture kit and a trauma kit. That went pretty well. Ooh. This safe has no mechanical tumblers or wheels accessible from the outside. Its locking mechanism appears to be controlled by a high-tech electronic system. But that's okay. Brain salvages 7 energy cells because he disarmed it so hard. This one, on the other hand, Ira noticed a trap. Alright, switch places. Well, there's a Bren. Another one, I should say. It's not like it's surprising that we would find one. Okay, pick this one. I like that they give you the option to bash it open, but that does usually damage the contents. And here we go, holiday store. Those are the supplies that the Holiday said that they had stolen from him. Okay, I think that that's it over here. You can see Casey James's yurt over in this area, so we got to go through this like no man's land. Got some weapons we get to strip too. Take those apart for bits. Delicious bits and pieces. What did we get? Okay, this is not better than the hatchet, so if we do that, I'd rather have weapon parts. Of course, you're going to give me the grip tape. Do not need grip tape, I promise it's fine. There we go, that's more like it. Okay, this. Good enough. And the Bren. Okay. So now we just need to head this way. Yeah. That's duct tape too, so it's like the game really said I can fix him. Okay. Oop. Nope. Dang it. I'm going to eat that because I clicked right over it and didn't stop. I was all the way up here and I should have been more careful. I knew better. It's alright. Sorry about that, Skull. At least she very deftly dodged most of the damage. Okay, now I don't really know that there's a better or worse way to get in here because we're going to kick these guys' asses anyway, so this time let's go a little slower though. Okay. Oh. That's okay. I forgot to select just Skull, so I was moving the whole party. Well, that's alright. Already crouching at least. Good. Really? Really? That's the second time that's happened in one stream. She's got a 1% chance to jam. Wow. Okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm just, you know, huh. Okay. And the good doctor here. Haha. See, Brains can fight. He can fight just fine. There's one more who hasn't moved yet. Where's he at? No? Oh, okay. That was the same one. Shooting over the hood of this old ruined car. Don't jam this time. Thank you. Another alarm. Only a 96% chance to disarm too, so yeah, we need to work on that for her. Small medic pack. Energy cells. And look at that. Finally, Ira has leveled up, so it is time to level everybody up. Oh, right. I keep forgetting.
Copy, Echo 1. Congratulations, Echo 1.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Okay, Sergeant Major Dynamite. She's level 16. Alright, we got 8 points. And I think that that might be just what we were saving up for, actually. Because we've been putting points in toaster repair. But with this, it is possible for her to challenge level 10s toasters. As funny as that sounds. So, realistically, like, we don't ever have to put another point in there, but over time, of course, we still want to make it as easy on ourselves as possible. Now, she does need more perception, but this will max this out. Plus 10% base chance to hit, plus 4% base critical chance. We love that. Her base critical chance is 48%. Which is great. Right. Okay, so we'll unlock more perks later. We're going to save that. Okay, he's got 7. Take 6. He's counting as 10 right now at the moment. He's using a bladed... Well, no, he's not using a bladed weapon. He's using a blunt weapon. That'll unlock a perk, though. Assault rifles. Heavy weapons. He's our outdoorsman. I'm going to do this. Because then we get access to this. World Traveler. You are a masterful traveler of the waste. Nothing escapes your sight. All hidden caches and shrines are revealed. Boom. Alright, 8 points. I do want to put points into alarm disarming, because right now she can't challenge level 10 alarms, although I don't think that there's any of those coming at the moment, like anytime soon. But we've got to get 2 more ranks in there before she can even do that. But I'm really trying to get... I want to max out her sniper rifles. I think that that's more important at the moment. Probably. Well, no, she hits like crazy. Maybe this is more important. Same thing for mechanical repair. We need to get at least a couple more ranks in that. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put a point in alarm disarming. And then we need at least one more. And then we'll put a couple in mechanical repair. We need weaponsmithing as well, but that'll unlock the last perk and also allow her to do level 10 smithing challenges. And then it's maxing out sniper rifle so she can get Zen Shooter and Deadeye. And our boy Brains here. He's doing pretty good. We have been buffing his Animal Whisperer and his Barter. Same thing here with Animal Whisperer. He needs 2 more ranks to be able to challenge level 10 challenges. But if we do this, he unlocks a perk. So let's do that first. That leaves us with 4 ranks, which we will save towards Animal Whisperer. We'll get 2 more ranks in that, and then we'll come back to Assault Rifles and Smartass. Okay, and he should have, here we go, Loose Change. 15% chance of finding bonus scrap when looting containers party-wide. So every time somebody opens a container, we could find extra cash. And we love that because more cash means, well, better everything, really, for the most part. Another toy. They love stealing these toys, huh? Iron Knuckles is encumbered. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's no good. Should probably give some of this stuff away then. It's probably mostly this. Yeah. That's like almost 30 pounds. That's 9 pounds. There we go. There, now everybody is just weighed down. Okay, let's continue this way. There's the next loot container. Looks like the Atchisons lived here once until the rail thieves chased them out. There are a few toys and a broken bicycle stowed under this hut. Probably not the possessions of the rail thieves. Anti-venom. Oop. Ah, okay. A box. I thought it was landmines, and I was like, oh! Too quick on the draw again. But no. Thankfully, it was just an explosive trap. See, look at that. Both of them are almost a full level ahead of Ira and Brains. Hobo's luck. Merkin. Phewie. I've got... He has... Yeah, he's got Hoarder. I thought so. Okay. Continue going this way. Nothing up here. Okay, there's more rail thieves. Let's go back around this way, down to that section that we haven't explored yet. Nice. Oh. Wow. Okay. He was far enough away from the others that it didn't trigger them. Yeah, landmines are kind of like the iconic explosive trap, really. Aren't they? Let's come down here. We already got that, didn't we? No, we did not, huh? Okay, is there a hidden dig spot over here, maybe? I don't think so. Alright, so what we need to do now is we need to disarm, or dismantle these. I don't want grip tape. I want weapon crap. Broken weapon parts. Please. Please and thank you. There we go, that's more like it. Got several of those, so I'll take it. As long as it's not grip tape, I do not care. There we go. Alright, good enough. Got that guy. Oh, that took him a minute to fall over. That's kind of cool. Got that guy. Just... I got dibs on their boots. Yeah. There's only 2 of you. Hun, I just... The other one's not in range yet, that's fine. Come on. Red Rover, Red Rover. I'm gonna save her some ammo and let them get a shot. There we go. We've got so many more turns than him. Nice. Okay. Can we grab all of these at once? Ooh. Got an M4. There's small medic pack. Our Knuckles is encumbered. Oh no. Let's see. We don't need anything there. That's good enough. Okay. Oh. It's got a long way to go. And a short time to get there. Let's see what's in this box. Nice. Okay, aviators. Okay. Nothing in that one. Just bullets to sell. Feels like Fallout, where, you know, bullets are basically just cash. Trauma kit. He's the only one that can use those. Right, yeah. Where bullets are literally money because they're like the only thing that matters. Okay, Rail Thief Camp. We are almost to the Atchisons. Alright. Let's go this way. We know Ira's encumbered, it's fine. Look, victims! Steal their teeth. Gosh. Well, this is gonna go very poorly for y'all. Let's see here. 1, 2. Let's have brains go this way. Do that. Nice. Well, he walked right in front of my bullet. Bless his heart. Nice. There we go, we got a logbook update for that because that should be the last of the rail thieves. View that one, and here we go. What have you got? Shotgun shells that we do not need. A large sign has been hung above the door declaring, "Now entering the lair of Magenti. You are filled with a nameless dread." The lair of Magenti. Like, you can actually see these signs do in fact say those things. Which I like. What did you just notice? Got that, got that. I heard the perception sound. Oh, I bet it was this. Yeah. Okay, what's in here? Broken sunglasses and more sniper ammo. Nice. Well, since she's been pretty consistent about it being basically one shot, one kill, that, I think, covers her for all of the ammo that she's spent in the last few battles. Between everything that she's picked up, like, it's kind of paid for itself. Okay, so... Oop. Okay, well that's fine. We need to go back down that way anyhow. Because over this way is where we need to go next. Come on, Ira, hurry up. You're the one with the shovel, bro. You can do it. We believe in you. Personally, I think Ira can do anything he sets his mind to. Or his fists. Okay, another unusual bow. Farsight. Single shot, 6 AP. Yeah. The damage gap is just too big, so even if the other stats were better, which they're not, wouldn't really be an upgrade. Oop. No. There we go. Don't know what happened there. Okay, good. If we do this... Okay, I actually want the parts, so let's save it. Boo hiss. Dang it. It's not worth as much as the parts, you see, so since everybody has all of the mods we currently have access to that they can use, and they've got the best version of them, blah blah blah. There we go. I want those because if you hang on to them and sell them at Ranger Citadel specifically, the broken weapon parts almost always add up to more than the basic market value of the weapon itself. Ooh, a buzz of flies and a foul stench alert you to a body trapped among the twisted metal. Looks like the flies haven't been the only thing feeding on this guy. This place looks like it's made out of matchsticks and broken dreams, and the people are as dull-eyed as starved dogs. Also, there are almost no men among them. It looks like the Atchisons are nearly all women. There they are. Looks like they made a train out of canvas tarps and sticks. You can smell the crazy from where you stand. There's their train. Look at this. They built their own train. Oh, babies. Poor babies. I have to find some food, but the Topekans will catch you. And if I stay here, we'll starve. Then let me go. They don't hang women. No, it's too dangerous. Then let's just stay here and starve. At least we'll die together. Dang. It's alright. We're going to fix this situation. There's a can of tuna right there. So you guys don't have to starve.
Who's there?
All right. See a woman scrubbing the rust off the barrel of a pistol using sand from the dune. She might once have been attractive, but the relentless sun has bleached her hair and turned her skin to leather. It's weathered and hard as a leather riding.
I'm going to end it all.
Weathered and hard as a leather riding crop. Looking into her eyes is like looking into a grave. And what?
End the feud before it ends us. It's already taken everything from me. My sons, my husband, my sister who married a Topekan, and her daughter too. Master Kekaba hung my menfolk, and Casey James's bombs blew up my womenfolk. All because of pride and selfishness. Well, I'll make an end of both of them.
Hey, that's where they're at. So, Kekaba, you say?
Prideful fool who thinks he's a king. He's letting his people starve rather than make peace. All because he thinks somebody's gotta be punished for something that weren't nothing but an accident.
And what about Casey James?
He may be my leader, but he's as much of a fool as Kekaba. He'd rather have a worthless symbol in his hand than food in the bellies of his people.
So you have a problem with the Topekans, then?
There are no Topekans, and no Atchisons either. Those names don't mean anything. We're all the same tribe. We all wander and work the rails. Folks just like to have an us and a them, so they can blame things on somebody other than themselves. Idiots. Why should I be? We're just another bunch of murderers, just like the Topekans.
Dang. So Casey's the one planting the bombs.
Casey will deny it, of course. But he's the one who plants all those bombs. He says he'll stop when Kekaba stops hanging Atchisons, And Kekabah says he'll stop hanging when Casey stops bombing. And it goes on and on and on. Well, no more.
So Kekabah hung your men.
All the Atchison men are hanging from the Topekan's gate. We've lost a whole generation to this feud. It's long past time for the women to stop it.
And Casey James killed women of his own tribe?
Casey's bombs didn't pick and choose. He said he was sorry my kin got killed, but it was their fault for being related to Topekans. I say it's his fault for planting the bombs.
There's gotta be another way. Let us try.
Give me one good reason why. Do you think you'll be able to make peace between those fools? Or maybe you want to kill them before I do?
What if we can negotiate peace?
I'll believe it when I see it. But okay, I'll stay my hand until the next Atchison or Topekan dies. If there's another death in this feud, then I'm taking heads. First Kekabah's, then Casey's, then mine.
Damn.
I'll be watching, Rangers.
She's a hard lady. Talk about a tragic backstory. Well, this water tower hasn't held water for years. Okay, let's see what's in this pile. Oh. Right, I forgot. He's very slow right now. Maybe we can split some of his burden up. It's very funny that Ira's the one who's dragging ass. Because he's the strongest. Okay, let's see. He's not that far over. So. This and this. And maybe that. He needs to lose 6 more pounds. That's 2. That's 2. That's 4. There we go, that'll about do it. Nice. Now he's back to mostly full speed. The seesaw looks like it was pieced together from spare train parts. This is the biggest shack in the camp, but that isn't saying much. Strangely, it smells faintly of coffee and gunpowder. That should be... yeah, that's Casey James's hut. So, 1... yeah. Alright, so we'll go around the outside. Around the outside, around the outside. Oh, look at this. This is the best they could do with what they have. The front wall of this shack is covered in old wanted posters. As you enter this yurt...
I'll wait if you want me to come back with more rangers.
As you enter this yurt, a wiry old hard-ass limps toward you using a metal-studded club for a cane. Age and the sun have turned him into tattooed beef jerky, but he's the toughest jerky you've ever seen. I love how he says, I'll wait if you want to come back with more rangers. Like he thinks you're here to fight him.
So, rangers, you come to take me down? Well, I've had a good run. Just don't expect me to go quiet. I got work to do here, and I ain't leaving till it's done.
Take you down? Why?
Yeah, you know, for all my countless crimes, I bet you rangers have a file on me a mile thick. I'm Adian Bombacitabo, known as the Chisel. You must heard of me. I'm the last of the hard men. You savvy?
So, what crimes would those be?
Too many to name. Crimes, misdemeanors, rude things. You calling me soft? I've shot men for less. A lot less.
Why do they call you the Chisel?
Why do they call me the Chisel? Ha! Everybody knows why they call me the Chisel. It's because I... Well, what do you know? I forgot why they call me that.
Anyhow, you can take it from me as for something terrible, I guarantee it. What kind of work do you do?
Huh? Ain't it obvious? I'm Casey James, security chief.
You're in charge of security around here, really?
Damn right I am. And until this war with them Topekans is over, I ain't going nowhere. I'll turn myself in when the fighting's done, but not before.
So you know Casey James.
I'm a security chief, ain't I? I provide protection against them rail thieves and them Topekans, and he provides me with a yurt to stay in. Maybe not the best price I've ever charged, but you just watch your step, whippersnapper. I'll earn every penny.
What's a yurt?
You're standing in it. And I hate these goddamn hippie teepees. Still, I beat sleeping out in the dust with them, lizards.
Huh. Oh, has Hellraiser been around lately?
That fool ranger came around here a few weeks back. Wanted to take me in for questioning. I sent him packing, just like I'll do to you.
Damn. Well, good job, old-timer. The rail thieves are all gone, with a little help from us.
That's right. Knew I'd scare 'em off sooner or later. Tales of the Chisel wreak terror in the hearts of weaker men.
I love this guy.
And good riddance, coppers.
After you make peace between them, you can actually get him to join your party. I think. Okay, let's hit in here. Might be somebody's home, but you wouldn't exactly call it shelter. In the corner of this yurt is something that might generously be called a stockpile of weapon-like objects. Right here. Including a stick. But more importantly, a toaster. Get in there, Dinah. Alright, fertilizer sprayer. A lot of the items that you find in toasters, you notice they're not labeled as junk, right? You have to kind of watch out because it's hard to tell them. But see, like these contact lenses, these juniper berries, right? Notice they're not labeled junk. Whereas if you hover over this floppy disk, it says that it's junk. And its name is in gray to show you that, like, you don't have to keep this. It's fine to sell it. So those are used for, like, side quests and stuff later on. Well, this hut has a lot of junk sitting outside it. Most of it so rusty you can't tell what it once was. A sign over the door reads Switchman Antiques. Whatever else this guy is, he's a pack rat. It's Honest John. Howdy, welcome to Switchman Antiques. If you need any help, give me a shout. Name's Honest John. It's a filthy man with a patchy white beard and thinning flyaway hair. He wears a red neckerchief for a loincloth, and nothing else. He smells as bad as he looks. If you see anything you like, just give me a holler. Why is this place called Switchman Antiques? I used to be a switchman, but with the train not running, I had to find other work, so now I sell fine antiques to discerning customers. All I see is trash, though. Of course they're antiques. Why, that garbage bag over there's from before the apocalypse, and that dried-up piece of grapefruit's older than me. Honest John wouldn't lie to you. We got an antique medal. Could you take a look at it? Sure. Say, how'd you get a hold of this? I sold this to one of you rangers about 2 weeks ago. He seemed really interested about the engraving on the back, asked me a bunch of questions. He wanted to know where it came from. Told him I bought it off a woman ages ago. Said she was from a place called Darwin, and the medal used to belong to her husband. So where is Darwin? Afraid I can't help you there, never heard of it. So yeah, that Medal of Honor that we found, that is a clue that's going to help lead us to Darwin. Which, I mean, it's already on our map, but Oh, look here, a Sega Genesis, a Neo Geo, and a CDI. Now the other two, like they all just cost $5, but these are nothing, right? This one is the quest item. Remember, he wanted that. Ah, an old video game console rumored to be the greatest console ever. Ever. Oop, no, left click. There we go. An old video game console. That's all they say. Broken camera. A most unusual camera. Now, more importantly, will you buy some of this crap that we don't need? Let's see. Yes, take that and that. Here we go. Now we can get rid of some of this junk. Don't need a can of tuna. Aviators, don't need that. Those are for sale. Okay, he needs to hang on to those. Those and those can go. I think that that's it for him. Yes, okay. Those, sell that. So that's actually it for her. Okay, you can sell that, those, that, that. Oh, and this. There we go. Yeah, okay. Come back soon, our selection is always changing. Is it? Oh, you hear sobbing from inside this hut. This ramshackle hut. Here we go. Please leave us alone. Do you mind? I don't mind at all. Doodly-doo. Tactical pack, rusted shoulder pads. We don't need that stuff. If you take it, they'll probably go hostile. But we just want to pick the lock for the XP. Alright, so the only thing left. Don't need any water, so I'm gonna go talk to Casey James. Let's put an end to this war. This is the site of the old Santa Fe camp before the Topekans drove them away. Remember, the Santa Fe were like the third tribe.
To bother me, Rangers.
Oh, I'm not here to bother you. What's in here? Ah, part 3. Empty can of coffee beans. Well, then it's not a can of coffee beans, is it? And an unopened tin of gunpowder. That's where he's making his bombs. Tough, leather-skinned man in his early 40s. His angular face is framed by wild sideburns, and he has tattoos of railroad spikes on both forearms. His war paint makes it look like he's covered in soot.
I really ain't in the mood to swap words with you, Rangers. My daughter Jessie should have been home by now. She's been sneaking off with that damn Topekan boy, and I just know he did something stupid and got her captured.
He's got a Topekan boyfriend?
Don't remember his name. Him and Jessie were friends before that thief Kekaba kicked us out of the Topekan camp. I told Jessie she'd have to make friends with the Atchison kids now, but she's stubborn, like her dad.
Maybe we could help you get Jessie back.
Really? We've been fending for ourselves so long I forgot what a kind word sounded like. Do you mean it? Just name your price.
Then end the war.
I don't know. All right. You win. This war's done nothing but kill children on both sides. I don't know why I couldn't see it until my own daughter was threatened, but Well, go tell Kekaba that if he gives me back my daughter, I'm done killing and ready to bargain.
There we go. As easy as that. Now this is because we saved Jesse earlier, right? See, the bomb attached to the bicycle in the playground was made with a coffee can.
Why would you think that had anything to do with me? There's plenty of coffee cans lying around in the world.
Yeah, but you seem to have a lot of gunpowder around here.
Of course I've got gunpowder. We use it to blow up rocks when we're laying track.
Where's the brake shoe?
Where you'll never find it. Might not be polite, but the sooner you're gone, the better.
It's fine. We done did what we came to do. Okay. Now, we just have to go back and talk to Kekaba. So like I said on the way down here, there's several ways to end the feud, including there's more than one way to bring peace. Like, for example, there's one way where Kekaba says that he'll agree to peace if Casey James will cut his arm off. So that way they're even, basically. And you can talk Casey into it, you know, and get him to agree. So I think it's really cool. Like, this is a complex location. And depending on your skill set, depending on who you've got in your party and what kind of, you know, what points they've got in what and what attributes they have, there are a whole bunch of different ways to... Oh, I ran past it. To do even the best ending. Broadly speaking. The best, of course, being peace. Let's head back around here and we'll talk to Kekaba. Yes. Oh my... Boo! Boo! Boo. A disarmament treaty. Well, we don't want to go that route. That would lead both tribes a little short-handed.
Another visit, Rangers?
Okay, now let me make sure. Go. So, right over here, right? There's Jesse. He's captured her.
You gotta help me.
I don't think I pointed that out last time. Oh, we've cleared out the camps of rail thieves for your convenience.
Thank you, Rangers. Now we can continue our righteous war with those damned Atchisons unbothered. A small token of gratitude is yours.
Now, we've come to ask you to release Jessie.
And why would I do that? If I can't use her life as leverage to convince Casey James to surrender, then she will make an excellent example when she is swinging from our front gate.
Ooh. So, we have here Kiss Ass and Smart Ass. You'd use a girl's life as leverage? We thought you were a man of honor. Or what if you instead offer an example of mercy and might convince Casey James to begin negotiations? So one of these is harder than the other. I don't remember which one of them has the higher, like, difficulty. I think the Smartass check might be a little higher than the Kiss-Ass check. But this is one of the places you have to be careful because I know there's a glitch in this conversation where, depending on the order that you choose the dialogue options, sometimes, and I don't know if they ever patched this out, but it used to be this way. You could pick both of these one after the other, which is tempting because when you see these colored buttons lit up, you think, ooh, I need to do that because I've got that skill. And you know that when choosing these colored conversation options for smartass, hardass, or kissass, you get XP for doing that, right? And it usually leads to extra stuff or a better outcome. In this case, if you pick both of them, it glitches the quest somehow and locks you out of it so that you can't complete it normally. Like, you can't bring peace. So, why don't we say, since this seems to be the harder one, I think, what if you instead offer an example of mercy?
That could be a shrewd maneuver, but I prefer to save the act of mercy until after negotiations have concluded. Go to James and tell him I'll release her once we've made peace, but not before.
Okay. So now we'll check our logbook. Okay, we've done all these. Here we go. Okay, Kekeba's agreed to release Jesse if peace can be secured. We should talk to Casey about terms. So now we have to go all the way back. And while we are on the way past, we'll stop by Quarex's place and give him the CDI. Complete that quest as well. All XP is good XP. Oh, for what? An alternative option for what? Because, yeah, there's like a bunch of different ways you can do these quests. The CDI? Oh. Is there something else you can do with it? Before I give it to him? What else can you do with it? Take it to Ranger Base. Oh, so they have a video game machine to play. Oh, no, to put it in the museum. Oh. That actually makes a lot of sense. Right. Oh man, which one gives you the better reward though? So let me go ahead and I'll turn it in here.
The Desert Rangers will help me add to my hardware collection. A CDI! Oh boy! Wow! Is that what I think it is? I can't believe you found one! Here, have a bunch of quarters. You've got free games on my machines for the rest of your life. Come again, anytime.
So there you go. He gives you money. And that's all that you really get.
That's my baby. I take care of that scope like it's my own child. I can't imagine where you found that thing, or what you had to do to get it, but I'm impressed. Come again, anytime.
Okay, well that's interesting then. So I will... Let's load it. We'll hang on to that. And take it back to Ranger HQ with us. So that would be really cool, because if it does unlock... like a requisition and new unique items and stuff, that could be better. The worst thing that happens is if the reward is not very good, we will still have it and we can just load it and bring it back to Quarex when we're in the area. So easy peasy. Yeah, I'm glad you told me that. Thank you for speaking up. Be interested to see, because I don't think I knew that. Yeah, there's some other stuff that you can bring back with you to the museum. I don't remember what all of it is off the top of my head, but you get stuff that you can, you know, hang on to. Little bits and bobs that pile up in your backpack, and then you take it back and it's like, oh, I didn't realize you wanted this. Because like you notice, I bought the camera and the Sega Genesis and the Neo Geo as well. And it's because all of them are are not marked junk. They're not marked quest item either, but they're not marked junk. So that means that there's like something you can do with them. But yeah, if there is a bit that I have missed, something that I might not have picked up yet, then by all means, don't let me leave here without it. Feel free to point it out, and I'll go get it if I haven't picked it up. All right, Casey.
What are you doing back here? Go get my daughter away from that monster Kekaba.
Well, so Kekeba's offered to release your daughter if you make peace. He wants to know your terms.
He holds my daughter for ransom and he wants to make peace? No, I will not bargain with kidnappers.
So you'd rather let your daughter die at the hands of those kidnappers to make a point. Maybe you don't really want peace.
It wouldn't be me killing her. It would be Kekaba, and I would avenge her just as he avenged his daughter when I... Oh, great John Henry. How did I not see it before? If Jesse died because I wouldn't...
Ah, he finally gets it.
All right. Go tell Kekaba I'm done killing. I'm ready to bargain. Have him meet us at the broken rails and we'll hash this out. We'll bring the brake shoe and fix the rails in exchange for the spike and half the profits from the rail trade. But the spike must return to us. That is not negotiable. We can't both have it.
Oh. If you're done making bombs, maybe Kekaba will stop killing your people.
You're right. If we could trust each other to stop at the same time, we could have peace. But I can't trust Kekaba as far as I can spit. I mean, just look at the spike. It don't mean nothing to them, and he still won't give it back. We both want it too bad, except my reasons are good, and his ain't.
So right here, when he says we can't both have it, notice here it's in green, and it appears down here, right? But actually, so that smartass option that I chose with brains just a second ago, if your skill's not high enough to make that check, you can actually right here type in the manual keyword both to skip over it and don't have to make the check, and it will lead to this option right here. A book, a box, and some remains. Okay. We will go over that then. So yes, what if you can both have it? What if you used it as the last spike?
Are you saying we should use the golden spike to repair the rails? Make it the final act that gets our train going again? Like some kind of symbolism? Ha! I like it. Particularly since it'll be in our rails and not in their station house. Okay, Rangers. If you can get Kekaba to agree to that, along with the rest of it, then we have a deal.
All right.
Might not be polite, but the sooner you're gone, the better.
Okay, so a book, a box, and some remains. So the only books we have picked up, other than Ace's logbook and like normal stuff like that, is we've got the story of John Henry. We've got parts 2 and 3. I don't have parts 1. As far as a box, oh, I forgot we need to turn that into Holiday as well. I don't think we've picked up either of those. So yeah, I may have missed them. Are any of those here on this map before I go all the way back to the Topekan camp? Because of course we can always do it next time, but I'd have to make a note. I don't want to forget over the next 2 weeks, because I am about to wrap this up. As soon as we finish this quest, I think that'll be it for tonight. West, but not sure which map. Okay. That's going to be a fun little scavenger hunt for next time then. In a house. Okay, I bet it's on the west of the Topekan camp then. In that train yard where like the engineer's house is and stuff like that, and where Quarex's arcade is. I bet it's over there. Because I feel like I know what you're talking about, but... but I may not. It has been a while since I played this, so... Near a badly spelled train. Yeah, this sounds like a fun scavenger hunt. Let's see, we might have time. It depends on how long I take to get through this part. Oh my gosh. Brains got stuck over there. And Hellraiser's body. Okay. I think I found that. I'm pretty sure, or... was it his? No, okay, I got the Medal of Honor off of him. So I know where his body's at. I don't think I picked it up, though. Okay, well now we've got to do that, so... we'll start here.
Why have you returned?
Casey James agrees to stop the killing. He's waiting for you by the entrance to the Atchison camp and is ready to make a deal.
Did I not tell you to stay out of our affairs? Well, what's done is done. What exactly are his terms?
Yeah, I got those, so... he will fix the rails and return the brake shoe in exchange for half the profits from the rail trade, and he wants to use the golden spike to repair the rails and seal the deal.
You mean, use the golden spike as a final symbolic act that gets our train going again? Damn it, yes. That is a John Henry solution, if I ever heard one. But the rest of it... he hasn't conceded a thing. He gets everything he wants, and I still have one arm and can't drive my train. Give me one good reason why I should change my mind when he has not changed his.
Because even the strongest man needs 2 arms to drive a train.
You think reminding me of the wreck the Atchisons caused, the wreck that cost me my arm, will make me change my mind? I should kill you for this insult. But no. You are right. We Topekans have learned a sad truth in this war. We cannot ride the rails alone. We need the Atchisons just as they need us. But the debt in blood. I don't see how Casey James can ever spill enough to repay it. I'm afraid No. Wait. I know what to do. All right, Rangers. Go to Casey at the entrance to the Atchison camp and tell him this. If, in addition to returning the brake shoe and repairing the rails, he is willing to lose his left arm, then I am willing to give the Atchisons half our profits and welcome them back into our camp. But the golden spike stays with us. That is not negotiable. We can't both have it.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about where Kekeba's like, you know, if he'll cut off his arm, then...
I'll be there shortly with the golden spike, ready to deal. But if this is some kind of trick, I'll pound that spike through his heart. Choppers, bring me the golden spike. Go, Rangers, and may you speak with silver tongues.
So... that's that one. Let me show you the other one.
Why have you returned? Did I, you mean, use the golden spike as a final symbolic act?
You could bring an end to the war.
I want an end to this war as badly as Casey James does. But it seems all the sacrifice is on our side. I am not prepared to make peace unless he gives up something too. It is true. Ending our feud with the Atchisons would allow us to trade again. But why should those murderers share in the profits after all they've done? You think reminding me of the wreck the Atchisons caused, The wreck that cost me my arm will make me change my... I'll be the choppers.
Right. Oh,
Go,
I clicked the button.
Rangers, and may you speak with silver tongues.
Let's see. I think... Is there something maybe I did not do? I'm pretty sure there's a way you can resolve it without Casey having to cut his arm off. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's... That's awful. That's just awful. Farewell to arms. Lord. But anyway... I can't remember. I was thinking that there was a way that you could bring peace without Casey having to cut off his arm, but it's no big deal. As long as they make peace and use the golden spike to reconnect the railroad, that is the best ending. Basically what it comes down to, so... And I may be mistaken, because there's like 4 or 5 endings to this, as I said, so I may be thinking of one of the endings, like one of the other ones.
All right, we're here.
Okay, here we go.
What does Kekaba have to say for himself?
He agreed to your terms and to using the golden spike to repair the rails, but only if you're willing to lose your left arm.
Lose my left arm? Is he insane? No. I'll do it. After all that I've done, what's the loss of an arm? I deserve worse than that. Tell him we have a deal.
Here we go.
Do we have a deal?
He agreed to your terms.
Good. Then let us finish it.
Ready to drive in the spike?
Your arm first.
For the good of both our tribes, I'm ready. As a sign of renewed brotherhood, here's the brick shoe. Now the spike.
For the good of both our tribes.
There it is. Finally.
People the good news. I'm glad it's over.
So's everybody else.
So am I. Let's get to work.
Casey James gave his left arm for peace. Hope the coyotes don't get it. Oh, man. It's just laying there. It's just laying there.
Hey, Rangers. Kekaba said you worked it out. We've got peace and I'm free. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna head home and see my dad.
This is Chief Kekaba with good news. Thanks to the Desert Rangers, the feud between the Topekans and the Atchisons is over at last. Finally, we can begin to work together again, and we'll soon have the rails repaired and the trains running. The Rail Nomads will rise again.
Excellent!
Yay! We did it. We did it. Huzzah. See, this is like the reverse of an incident. There was already a war going on and we stopped it.
Ah, The Peacemaker's return. Welcome. I only wish you had convinced us to make peace long ago, Rangers. The strides we Topekans and Atchisons are making now that we are working together again. It makes me weep for all those wasted years. Thank you again. Now, anything we can help you with?
Not at the moment. So there we go. Resolved. Ta-da! So it may have been the bloodiest treaty ceremony in history. Casey James's arm didn't come off too cleanly, but peace is indeed secured. So there we go. Like I said, I was thinking that there was a way to make peace like that with the golden spike and not have Casey have to chop his arm off, but I may be wrong. But yeah, this is one of my favorite parts. A lot of people don't like it, and I think it's partially because of all of the, like, the running back and forth. But there we go. We'll go complete this quest while we're at it. But I actually like this part. And part of the reason why is because there are so many options. I think this is a good way that, like, this is a great example of how the devs worked really hard throughout most of the game to give you options based on your playstyle. So, like, if you're a very talky party, if you like talking everybody into things or out of things, like, you can do that here. If you're heavily combat-oriented, you can just join the fight. You know, you can favor one or the other. If you're a sneaky party, or you have a sneaky character, you can even steal the golden spike, that kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. Right? Just like in real life. Like, it's all very stupid, but also you see how they got where they were, and you see why someone else had to step in and fix it for them, so. Here's your stolen supplies. Thank you, Rangers. Look, I don't want you to get the idea my merchandise is overpriced, but in the interest of supporting our brave and helpful Desert Rangers, I'll give you 50% off. Oh, and I guess you can have this book. It's never done me no good. Thanks for visiting. The Richard Grieco story. Here we go. This +1 to kiss ass. Nice. A tale of love, fame, and smooth talking by and about the real and only breakout star of 21 Jump Street. And that's actually a great reward because... Oh, he's got smartass, my bad. Kiss ass is... Skull. But yeah, so her kiss ass is actually only rank 6. So what we can do is... we can wait till she's like level 9 and then use that to get level 10 for free because it'll be the most expensive one, so we'll save those points. I could use it now and then go ahead and get the silver-tongued perk. That is tempting. What does silver-tongued do? 5% discount on all purchases. That does add up over time, and the sooner you get it, the better. But also, like, next time that we level up, I could get it then. So I'm going to go ahead and save the book. Whew. And now, he's got more stuff, as you see. Because remember, he also said that he didn't have all of his merchandise. So he's got more stuff, and it's cheaper. So we love that for us. Now, that being said, of course, I think we've already sold everything that we need to sell or can sell at the moment. So we're doing pretty good. Yeah, exactly. Because that last... if we spend it now, it'll save us like 4 points. If we save it till later, it'll save us 8. Alright. Well, that's where I'm going to call it for tonight. I am going to make a note, though, and y'all help me remember, because it's going to be 2 weeks. But I want to go on that little scavenger hunt and find those other things that you mentioned. So I will be back with more Wasteland 2 the week after next. That's going to be July the 1st at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is New York and Miami time here in the U.S. And between now and then, of course, on Thursday, we've got more Pokemon Crystal coming up for you. Our continuing challenge run, where I'm only allowed to use Pokemon that cannot evolve. Saturday, I will be taking the weekend off. There will not be a stream because we just finished Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura this past Saturday, which was our current patron request. That's done, so as is tradition, I'm taking the weekend off. I will skip that week, and I'll be back on June the 29th with the first episode of Icewind Dale 2. We'll be doing character creation, and we will be figuring out who some of these characters are that's going to be joining us on this adventure. Rousdower and Darkstone, we know their names, but we don't know who they are. Those are our remaining charity incentives from last year. And of course, they will be joined by She Shanty, who was created as a charity incentive for this year. I cannot wait to meet all of them. And next Monday, the 24th, Specific Pixel will be joining me again for our next series, which is going to be a co-op multiplayer, since we just concluded Baroque, the fan translation of the PS1 version. We will be moving on to an actual true multiplayer game, and we'll be doing Mystic Heroes. I'm excited about that because he's excited about that, so I hope you're excited about that. So don't forget to follow and like and subscribe and all that stuff. Hop over and join our Patreon for free, or become a YouTube channel member. Or now's a great time if you want to, if you feel like supporting us so that we can pump out more content, you can join our Patreon, because we're adding a new tier, and that's going to include some like bonus hangout streams and additional like Patreon exclusive video content. So I'll be doing the first one of those for our new tier after the first episode of Icewind Dale 2 on the 29th. So if you're interested, that's going to be there. You can kind of see what's up. That will be available to everybody who is on the Patreon Discord already. And I think that's it. So I'm going to make a note here. We need a book, we need a box, and we need to make sure that we picked up Hellraiser's stuff. Because I don't remember if... Because we went to Rail Nomads, and then we left, and we came back. So I think that we already turned in his logbook and his star. Oh yes, we did, because I remember having the conversation with Vargas about that. But the book and the box, those we have not found. So we'll have to see where that leads us. I'm going to make a note, and that'll be our little scavenger hunt to start next time before we leave Rail Nomads. And we head on to the next part of Wasteland 2. I'll see you then. And until next time, as always, thanks for playing.